Alright guys, I'm going to see if you guys can tell the difference of what I'm going to show you here on these wheels I have. So this is the rear passenger side wheel, and I'm going to show you the front passenger side wheel here on the 53 Chevy. And this one here is the front passenger side, okay? Let me get in here a little closer so I can try to explain to you guys what's going on. Alright, let's go back here just to get you guys on point. So, hopefully you guys see here what's going on. So, I'm here in the garage, guys. And back with another video. Pretty warm up in here this summer, guys. So basically what's going on when you buy these, or when you restore these old trucks and stuff, you're gonna have problems with the trucks, okay? Not necessarily problems, but you basically got to work out the kinks and the little problems that you may run into. Well, the problem that I ran into is that I've been noticing. Well, the problem is that you have to work out the little kinks after you get through building your truck. And of course, you guys know that, Ash here, we just got through building her and stuff. So now it's time to work out the little kinks. And I've noticed that whenever I was driving her, my brakes felt a little spongy. I mean, it would stop good and everything, but she wasn't stopping on a dime like I know she's supposed to. So, and like I said, those are my rear end is a 96 Caprice rear end that I got from the Savage Yard, and I used the calipers. The only thing I did buy, I brought new rotors, okay, but I used the brakes, and I got new pads as well. So I basically refurbished them, and I also painted them, and everything was working pretty good, pretty fine. But I started noticing like a week ago that it just wasn't stopping like it's supposed to. So I got out of the vehicle and I walked around, and first I didn't notice anything. I checked my hose lines, my brake lines and everything, and it was just driving me crazy. So then I just stepped back and I was just looking at the wheels and stuff. Couldn't find out all of my rotors are shiny except the one in the rear passenger side rear. And it was almost like it's like been sitting out in the rain because it was still rusty. So therefore, now I'll show you guys what I'm talking about now. So basically, you can see where it's rusty in there, okay? And that's how I knew that that brake caliper wasn't acting like it's supposed to. It wasn't like compressing and releasing like it's supposed to, compared to these other ones. See? See how shiny those are? Okay, so what we have to do now, so we gotta take the hubs off, and I'm just gonna replace them, and I'm gonna take you guys along for the ride with me when I do that. But first, what we do is after we take them off and stuff, when we replace them, I went to AutoZone and I got me some new calipers. And basically what we're gonna do is over here, and I'll show you guys. You got a new caliper here, and so we'll take this caliper apart. Okay, I make sure I tape this up very well, tape all this up, tape this up, everything, and then I will scuff it up really good, scuff both parts up, and then we'll be repainting calipers. And actually, people in some of my comments a while back asked me, man, how do you paint your paint calipers? We're going to paint it on, and I'm going to show you guys the process of how I actually do my brake calipers, and they last. I've had them on calipers for Bullseye, don't have any problems, any issues. The problem is if you have leaks, and when you have leaks, then all the brake fluid and stuff gets on your paint, and that's how you have discoloration, and that's how you paint from your calipers. will fade that paint off. Okay, so I'll be getting back with you guys once I start roughing this, doing the paint job on these calipers, and we're roughing them up. So I'll get back with you guys once I get started. All right, guys, so I'm just gonna show you guys just a little quick how I tape my stuff to get it ready for paint, and as far as me prepping it. I basically try to tape up all of the things that got holes going into them, or that you can screw stuff into, as you see. Like I got this screw here, and I just try to tape it off before I scuff it up, because I'm gonna scuff all this up, but I do want it to look nice when I paint it. So I try to get no overspray on my threads. And the word that I was looking for earlier, I just was powder coating. So a lot of people do this, except they powder coat them. And, you know, I think they supposed to be like, they have so much heat temperature that they last up to, stuff like that. But I always just paint my calipers. It's pretty hot out here. You guys see me sweating and stuff. I tell you, this heat ain't no joke, guys. And they, you know, like I said, they will be on the tires, but you want these to look as good as you can, because you will see them with these the big wheels that we have. You know, the calipers actually will show really good. So, and it's just like, to me, I think it's always about attention to detail. You know, a little attention to detail, and then I got that little rubber gasket there, so I get that a little better. Alright, guys, I wanted to bring you guys back in here because I wanted to show you, I forgot that these actual little rubber bushings here, okay, so I can wrap these a lot better. I just pull these rubber bushings off, okay, and they're just a little bushing like that, and I set that to the side. Make sure you don't lose that, because that's very important. Okay, take both of them off. They just come right off. Okay, you got grease up in there. Okay, you got some grease that's up in there, so you just got to make sure you re-grease that. But I try to take a little bit of that grease off of there. All right. And then one thing, guys, I want to also show you is to make this a lot easier. I actually took off this here. Alright, so what I normally do, guys, with this here is, at first I just started with, you know, I think this is 120 grit sandpaper, and I get it and I just scuff it. I just scuff everything. I get a wire brush, and I just go over with the wire brush, just gently. And so basically that's what I do, and I just scuffed it up. Alright, guys, so now we're about to put some primer on it, and then first thing I do, I put the self-etching Rust-Oleum primer on it, and that's what makes it stick really good. And I'll put at least 2 to 3 coats of primer on it. First I put a light coat, and I'm outside, but you can still use, you know, if the wind is blowing like it is, don't forget to wear your PPE. And I will put 3 coats to let that dry. Hopefully the sun will come back out. It'll dry a lot faster. And then after it dries I'll let it sit for a good 20 minutes. But I'll put another coat on after 10 minutes. Alright guys, so now I use this VHT, this flame proof high heat primer, and I do the same thing. And I put 2 coats of this on it. That's how she looks. 1 coat. 1 coat. Alright crew, so it's been drying for about 10 minutes, so now I'll go ahead and I'll put me another coat on. This is the 2nd coat of this high heat primer. And like I said, you don't need a powder coat to do a job like this. You won't be able to tell the difference, trust me. And like I said, this is DIY, doing it here at in your home garage, just like I'm doing it. So that's the 2nd coat. Don't want to put it on too heavy, because even though it's just a body part, but I still don't want any runs in it and stuff. So so far it looks pretty good. But I'll put me a 3rd coat on there. I'll let that dry for a good another 10 minutes, maybe 15. The sun is actually coming back out, so and this is what I use for just my little touch-ups and stuff. It's a little sprayer. It comes like in an aerosol can, and this is my 2nd one, so I didn't have to buy the whole thing. So it normally comes with a glass bottle, but since I already had my glass bottle, I just had to get a replacement. Okay, and this replacement you just screw. It comes with a little suction. You put that, screw that up in there so it'll be in there tight like that, and then you just put that like that, and then you turn it and twist it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix up my paint here. I got a little bit of reducer here, and I'll put some reducer in my paint, because you do want it a little thinner going into this sprayer. And then afterwards, I got this high heat gloss paint, and it's it's up to 550 degrees, but I use that along with the high heat primer and also self-etching primer, and that's the key for it not to rub off on your brake calipers. Okay, one thing that I didn't show you guys, but I think is an important step, is what I also, since I've been using this Prevail sprayer, what I normally do, I normally get some tape, and I normally tape it around here just to make it airtight, because when you're doing more than these small parts, it'll actually leak on you. I don't know if it's just just too much, but I normally get a little tape, and I spray that on it, and then I just basically just put me small coats on it, get up in the cracks and everything. I'll turn you guys back on when I finish her up. Alright crew, so the last step, we're going to use this engine enamel gloss clear, okay? And this is the last step. And we'll go ahead and spray that. Turn it around. And I will actually put 2 to 3 coats of this clear on there. I always put a thin coat, my first coat, go around. And then I'll just let that sit for about 15 minutes, let it get good and hard, cure. All right, crew, so we are done. This took us, approximately about 2 hours. We started on it early. So this is the final product. This is how she looks whenever she's basically dry and finished. I think they turned out good, guys. I think they turned out really good. I really do. Alright guys, I just had to show you guys how they look with the tape and everything off the calipers. How I had them taped up. Final product. They turned out awesome. Easier way and cheaper way to do it without powder coating, and they will not run or anything with that clear coat on it. See that? They look better than powder coating. So that's the finished product, guys. Just thought I wanted to show you with the tape taken off of it. Hey guys, so like I said, this is a DIY project that you guys can do at home. It took me, 2 hours from start to finish. I showed you guys this whole process. And this is an easier way of doing it. These are just a little bit of tips that I just want to share with you guys to make your life a lot easier. I'm glad you guys actually spent this evening with me today. Hopefully you guys have learned the little tips and little tricks of the trade. And if you guys like this video and would like to see more videos like this here, make sure you make a comment down below and I'll make sure to get back with you. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video as well. And hey, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you get notifications every time I upload a new video. So hey, I appreciate you guys hanging out with the Cigar Man today. And like I always tell people, if you got a good cigar, a fast car and truck, smoke them if you got them, baby.